This is a gentle welcome into a space of inner honesty. The purpose of this meditation is the turning of attention from the noise of opinion to the clarity of self-regard. You will hear ideas shaped by a lifetime of noticing how approval-seeking dissolves peace and how self-approval restores it. Listening to sounds will serve as the steady anchor for the mind throughout this session. There is a timeless truth I have witnessed again and again. What other people think of you is none of your business. Your business is sacred and simple, and it lives in the way you choose to see yourself. When your inner gaze is kind and unwavering, outside verdicts lose their power and drift away like leaves on a river. You are not here to audition for worthiness, because worthiness traveled into this world with you. Gently place your awareness on the sounds that are present right now. From childhood, many are rewarded for pleasing others rather than for being aligned with inner truth. Evolution favored belonging, so the nervous system scans for social cues and possible disapproval. Modern culture amplifies this scan with metrics, comments, and comparisons that rarely tell the whole story. Understanding this conditioning softens self-judgment and makes room for a wiser choice. Approval turns into a mirage when chased, always receding just beyond reach. The self that waits for a crowd to applaud forgets the original applause of life itself, the quiet yes that brought you here. I have seen that peace returns the moment you decide your own estimation matters more than passing opinions. When that decision settles, you walk with a dignity that requires no announcement. Let your attention rest with whatever sound is most obvious. The brain has a negativity bias that gives extra weight to criticism over praise. Perception is projection, so what people see in you often reflects their own beliefs and history. When you are clear inside, projections pass through like weather across a wide sky. Clarity grows when inner dialogue is kind, consistent, and grounded in what you know to be true. Your worth does not climb with praise or fall with blame. It abides, untroubled and whole. I have met many souls who learned that the moment they rested in their own estimate, suffering lessened. The noise of judgment turned into background static, and life itself moved closer and friendlier. You are the steady witness in which opinions appear and disappear without leaving a stain. Let the entire field of sound be your sole point of attention. Values chosen from within become a compass that does not spin with every passing opinion. Self-respect is a daily practice of keeping promises to your soul. When conduct matches values, worry has nothing to feed on and settles. Integrity is the quiet power that ends the chase for approval. When you live by your inner compass, the world may or may not clap, and it no longer matters. Harmony arises not from pleasing everyone, but from being authentic, steady, and kind. The waves of reputation come and go, but you remain the ocean that holds them. Rest your awareness on the sounds without naming or analyzing them. Neuroplasticity shows that repeated self-talk wires enduring patterns of identity. Language you use with yourself either contracts possibility or opens it wide. When words align with love and intention, behavior follows with less effort. In this way, inner appraisal becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy for peace. Speak of yourself within your own heart as if you already are the person you most respect. That inner voice becomes the environment in which your life takes shape. I have found that a gentle, unconditional regard allows your gifts to unfold at their own perfect pace. Self-approval is not arrogance. It is a compassionate home for growth. Attend to one simple sound and stay with it. No one has ever controlled another person's perceptions for long, because perception belongs to the perceiver. Trying to manage what others think becomes a full-time job with no satisfaction. Saying yes to your own truth is not rebellion. It is loyalty to life moving through you. When you drop the struggle, energy returns to what actually matters. There is wisdom in letting go of outcomes that were never yours to carry. Love does not negotiate with fear-based expectations, and your soul recognizes this instantly. With that recognition, a gentle freedom appears, and you begin to live rather than perform. Let every sound arrive and pass on its own, unattended by commentary. Paradoxically, people tend to respect those who do not beg for their respect. Authenticity radiates a signal that is recognized without marketing. This signal is quiet because it does not defend, compare, or perform. Quiet power is the language of a self that knows its source. When you inhabit your own center, attraction replaces pursuit. Opportunities meet you because you are available, not because you chase. Your presence becomes the message, and the message is calm, clear, and consistent. The world adjusts to your inner standard, not the other way around. Keep listening to the ambient sounds as they ebb and flow. Bold criticisms can echo as if they are present facts, but memory is not prophecy. What once shamed you may have taught resilience, creativity, or clarity. Forgiveness loosens the knot that ties you to past verdicts, including your own. Compassion toward yourself turns old wounds into teachers rather than jailers. I have watched burdens melt when a person realizes that the chorus of yesterday cannot decide today. Identity ceases to be a courtroom and becomes a sanctuary. In that sanctuary, you remember that you are more than any story ever told about you. Love has the final word, and it speaks softly, endlessly. Listen as if the sounds are gentle waves moving through open space. Worry is imagination used without wisdom, most often about moments that have not arrived. Presence dissolves much of that imagined suffering because it returns attention to what is real. In presence, identity shifts from reputation to essence. Essence asks only this: live from the truth of what you are, here and now. The statement is simple and liberating. Do not worry about what people think of you. Be devoted to what you think of yourself. Your own opinion, informed by love and integrity, sets the tone for your entire day. From that tone, your actions align, and your life becomes a quiet yes to your deepest values. Let the present sound be all that fills your awareness for a while. Gratitude for existence itself softens the habit of self-critique. You are not a resume. You are life itself expressing as you, fresh in every instant. When you view yourself this way, comparison loses its grip and generosity increases. Self-approval becomes an act of stewardship for the gift of being alive. The more you honor your being, the less you measure it against anyone else. I have known that a person rooted in gratitude brings lightness wherever they go. That lightness is not loud, yet it is unmistakable. It comes from alignment with a source that never withholds. Keep your attention with the unfolding sounds, steady and light. Judgment may still arise, your own or from others, because minds generate opinions by design. Opinions are weather. Awareness is sky. Nothing permanent is at risk when thoughts pass through the open sky of awareness. From that open sky, you can meet yourself with tenderness that does not waver. Love toward yourself is not a luxury. It is the ground on which a meaningful life is built. With love as the ground, mistakes become information and not identity. Approval from others becomes pleasant, but not necessary. You remain whole, calm, and available to serve. Return to the simple act of listening. This meditation has pointed you back to the place where true approval begins. You have heard how the chase for other people's opinions steals joy, and how self-respect restores it. The anchor of listening has kept the mind available to the deeper message. Clarity is now within reach whenever you remember where your power lives. Here is the heart of it, simple and enduring. Do not worry about what people think of you. Care deeply about what you think of yourself. When your own gaze is kind and faithful, your life rises to meet that vision. Walk gently in that truth, and let it color every encounter, every choice, every breath. Before you continue with your day, remain with the sounds for a few more moments.